Is it always beneficial to avoid irritation, instant gratification, and emotional entropy? We can draw a parallel between humans and animals in the following aspect. Both of them are capable of classic Pavlovian reflexes. The reflexes can be triggered by stimulus, desired behaviors with a reinforcing stimulus, and undesired ones with a deconditioning stimulus or extinguishing stimulus. In humans, reinforcement causes the feeling of joy and deconditioning causes annoyance. This is the process that supports learning. Extinguishing mechanisms have a counter effect against reinforcing mechanisms, thereby preventing the given organism from paying a disproportionately high price for the potential gain when moving towards the rewarding stimulus situation. For example, the wolf in the polar freezing cold is not going to hunt and grab the promising prey because the risk of freezing is greater than the possible gain. In other words, the point of the mechanism is that these animals only take as many risks as necessary for their survival. This also applied to the primitive man, so this mechanism has been programmed into us since ancient times. However, the difference between today's man and the ancient man is that in the past this phenomenon played a role. The ancient man hunted. If he killed an animal, it was great success, and the smartest thing he could do was to rest, because he could not know when he would eat next. He was exposed to constant threats and danger. He didn't have to look for manly challenges because they were given. That's how they lived their life. So avoiding unnecessary danger and risk was necessary. This is our heritage. We always try to avoid situations that cause irritation by instinct. But we are living in a completely different and safer world now, and the usefulness of these instincts have become questionable. Great sages of humanity in highly developed cultures discovered a long time ago that it's not good for people if the effort to avoid unpleasantness and obtain instinctive pleasures is too effective. Constant avoidance of discomfort can lead to becoming soft. Despite this, over time, people specifically look for situations that increase pleasure and serve comfort, which after a while can lead to the development of bad habits. Modern technology has brought unprecedented convenience to human life and provides a perfect breeding ground for avoiding inconveniences. We don't even realize how dependent we are on modern convenience. Think about it. Nowadays, if we don't have electricity for even one day, how do we react? Back then, when there was no electricity, they lit candles. Or if we don't get an immediate response to a message. A few years ago, we could only communicate via postcards and letters, and that was fine too. When I was a child, I wrote letters to my friend, and I remember how excited I got to buy colored envelope instead of the plain, boring white one. Yes, I'm that old. Smartphones only appeared when I was a teenager. Where does avoiding all kinds of inconveniences lead? Instant gratification. People became hypersensitive and impatient with stimuli that cause annoyance and show boredom with several sources of joy. We became less able to put work into activities in which the pleasure comes later. Instead, we seek instant gratification. This appears in sexual behavior as well. Instant gratification in sexual behavior is wrongly called animalistic because instant mating only occurs very rarely in the animal world. Amongst animals, mating is always preceded by a courtship. Effort has to be made to reach the goal. In humans, the ability to make an effort for a distant goal has withered away. Avoiding discomfort at all costs makes true joy unattainable. Rapture can be achieved without discomfort and hard work, but true joy can be felt only after putting effort into something. The fact that we are less and less willing to tolerate inconveniences and therefore less able to feel true joy ultimately leads to the fact that we can't experience the depths and hates of human life. This creates boredom. We are bored. This is emotional frostbite. Neophilia. Since the ability to experience joy is disappearing, people look for new and new stimulus situations. We develop a constant desire for something for something new. This is a cultural disease, and it extends to everything from objects through our home, loved ones, really everything. I really loved when the writer shared a story of parting his car. It felt like saying goodbye to an old friend because he shared so many good memories with that car. The degree of how much we can get emotionally attached to objects, animals, and of course people can be a measure of emotional wealth and emotional poverty as well. It's really difficult to find any solution against emotional entropy and general boredness because we lack the obstacles provided by nature. Mankind used to overcome obstacles given by nature, and his reward would be joy. But such situations are difficult to create artificially, as we are not in those old times anymore. Some therapists gave bored young people the task of rescuing drowning people on the beach, in the water of course, and this method cured them because these trying situations had a positive effect on their personalities, as they felt needed and useful. We want to feel needed and useful, but it's impossible to permanently generate emergency situations for the purpose of healing. So how can we find a solution? It's quite hard to answer, but one thing is for sure. There are enough difficulties and challenges in a person's life that we have to overcome, and these offer us enough opportunities to prove ourselves and to feel that rewarding joy that can be felt after overcoming hardships. It's basically a change of attitude and a switcher in our brain. Consider the challenges and difficulties as opportunities to be more aware and reach joy by solving problems. That's it for today. I hope you found today's video informative and useful. See you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.